Good morning, everybody, from freezing New York City, where it is now 17 degrees. Um, what I like to do when it's really cold like this is I go outside with just a very thin sweatshirt, a very thin hoodie, because that helps me to toughen up. I like to face the cold, and it's just mind over body. All right, so I go out, I walk around like that, walk my dog like that. It's very, very cold. I see people bundled up. But that builds up your resistance. Okay, so that's another way. That's kind of mental training because it's mind over body. Anyway, I want to talk about something today. It's not market related, but this is very, very important what I'm going to talk to you about. So I really hope you listen closely to my message here today. Now, some of you have come to me recently. First of all, this environment that we're in right now, and particularly if you've been following me, and it's been a little rough. This separates the men from the boys. This separates the men from the boys. Now, some of you have come to me recently and said, Mike, thanks very much for all your help, but I found another system and it's doing fantastically well for me. And that's fine with me. I mean, I always say that one of my behavioral principles is alignment. You have to, in fact, I teach that in my course. Alignment means you have to do what is aligned with your own personality, because when you do that, that reduces stress and internal conflict. You're doing things that you naturally feel comfortable doing. Okay, although I'm a big advocate now in looking for resistance, because that's how you grow. But nonetheless, some of you have come to me and you have said, I have found another system and it is doing fantastically well. Now, this is the point I want to make, and it's a very, very important point. I hope some of you will really listen to this and take it to heart, because I've tried to explain this in the past. It is not about the system. There is no system in the world, in the universe, that is perfect, that will get you the profits you are looking for with zero stress, and everything's going to be smooth and wonderful all the time. So you are deluding yourself. You are fooling yourself. It is a form of quitting. It is a form of giving up. It is definitely a form of weakness. This whole entire game, and I've spent so much time on this and really put in a lot of effort to try to explain to you that it's all about the mental game. It's all about you. It's not about the system. So when you run into tough times and your system, by the way, those of you who switched to this new wonderful system that you have discovered, you're going to run into tough times with that too. I've tried everything. Look, I've been, I don't have to repeat, but I've been doing this for almost 40 years. I started out as a technical analyst. I did Fibonacci. I did trend following. I did momentum investing. I did, you name it. I finally started to make money consistently and to keep that money when I realized that the game was about me, that success or failure was about me. It was not inherent in any system. There is no system. I've said it in the past. Somebody could literally give you inside information. You could have a friend at the Fed and they could tell you beforehand what they're going to do. And if you don't have the right mental game, you are not going to make money. It is not about the system. So fantastic. For those of you who found a different system, because it's been working now for 6 months or a year or whatever, hallelujah. More power to you. But you're going to see what's going to happen down the road. You will run into the same pitfalls where the system is going to fall out of sync with the market, and then you're going to be questioning again, and you're going to be dejected, and you're going to be feeling down, and what's going on, and then what's going to happen, you're going to switch to another system because your focus is in the wrong place. I said it. I could throw darts at a dartboard and make money because it's about the mental game. It is not about the system. So if the new system is more aligned to you, that's fantastic, but just understand one thing. At some point down the road, it won't be aligned to you, or it won't feel aligned to you, because you will have a string of losses or a string of difficult times in the market. These times are what separates the men from the boys. Really, people, you have to get it out of your head that it's about the system. Don't you understand that if there was a system, we'd all be doing that system. And, we'd all own the world in a month. Even these computerized algorithms, okay, they screw up. They're not perfect. They have losses. It's because, first of all, you can't build really a mental game into those systems. But again, really, it's not about the system. And if you, right now, if you say, I'm going to a different system because this is difficult right now and I can't handle it, then really focus on your motivation and your rationale for switching. It's about, I can't handle it. I don't like how it feels. I'm stressed out. That's right there should be in glaring lights showing you where the real problem is. It's in you. It's not about the system. There is no system that is going to carry you, pick you up, and carry you in cotton balls across the finish line without ever experiencing any difficulty or any hardship or any adversity or stress or concern or worry. It just doesn't exist. So really think about that. It's so important that you understand that. You could choose any system. It doesn't make a difference. You literally could choose any system, but if you don't have the proper mental frame of mind, if you cannot control you and your emotions and your feelings and the stuff that you put in your head. I said yesterday, it's just as easy to create mind pictures that calm you down and give you perspective as it is to create mind pictures that cause you to be anxious and scared and afraid. That's what most of you do. And maybe it's not your fault. I mean, we've been programmed to think that way. And it's, again, I've in some of my past videos, I talked about that. That's the primitive brain. That's the brain from, humans 100,000 years ago, 50,000 years ago, when it was, fight or flight, survival. We don't have those issues anymore, but yet we allow our primitive brain to take over. Use the rational brain. The rational brain will allow you to look at the situation rationally, calmly, and say, I'm not going to die. It's not the end of the world. I have an open loss. Things turn around. Markets are in a state of flux. Constantly. Things always turn around. I can get out of this. I can manage it. I can work it. That's what it's all about. The primitive brain says, run. Get the hell out. Take a loss. You'll be better off. Or go with the market. It's going up right now. Jump in. Everybody's buying, so I should buy too. Jump in. It's going down. Everybody's selling right now. I should sell too. It made a new low. That means it's going to go lower. Sell. That's the primitive brain. And it appeals to a lot of people because it seems very simplistic, to use the higher level brain, the neocortex, the rational brain. I mean, you literally have to sit yourself down and calm yourself down. Most of us are prone, much more easily prone to an emotional reaction, but that's what does you in. That's what kills you. All it takes is just do a little breathing exercise. Sit yourself down. Think rationally. Put different thoughts in your head. So that's all I want to say. It's not about the system. Okay? If you're gonna resign the subscription, if you're gonna quit, don't tell me it's because of a system, because really you just look silly. Just say I don't want it anymore. Period. Don't say it's because of a system, because you have not learned anything. You haven't learned anything. There is no system. Who thinks there's a system? There is no system. There is no system that's going to pick you up and carry you to the end, your end goals, without any concern and any worry and any hardship on your part and any investment, emotional investment. There is no system. Get it through your heads, people. Really, unbelievable how some of you are. Unbelievable. If you don't toughen up, you're never going to make it. Go outside in 17 degrees with a t-shirt on, with a light sweatshirt on. Start with something. Start with something to toughen yourselves up. Unbelievable. There is no system. See you later. Bye.